This week on Live Life and Win.
My name is Helena Kazanchian. I'm 17 years old, and I live life and win by learning how to manage my money.
My name is Katie Fetters. I'm 19 years old, and I'm not going to let anything stop me in my quest to live life and win.
Plus, he's just 13, and he's already a CEO. See how he's cashing in on his hobby.
We begin this week with two things on the top of lots of teens' minds: money and prom. And we're about to take you to a unique class where teens learn important lessons they can take to the bank and their prom.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right.
It looks like any other American high school class, but these teens, like Helena and Armando, are learning lessons that they'll use their whole lives.
Today we're going to learn a little bit about budgeting and bill paying and credit cards. So let's start out with a little budgeting, and let's start out on page 87 in your book.
Patricia Garfield not only teaches the class, but with fellow teacher Allison Edge, she's written a book for teens on the subject.
We have to teach our students about finance because we need to prepare them for the world they're about to face and are facing. Today, kids need to learn how to manage their money even earlier than before. Things are getting more complicated, not easier. They have many challenges facing them as they emerge to the real world. The sooner they learn, the better they'll be prepared.
How important is money managing and budgeting to teenagers?
There is absolutely enormous pressure on teens today to spend. Companies spend millions of dollars targeting teens, everything from clothes to cars, credit cards, and so on. So why do you think I'm having you do this?
So that you don't have to get yourself in so much debt that you even ruin your credit score.
Excellent. That's a great answer.
This class is really important to me because my parents have had a business and I've seen them in great wealth, and then all at once they lost their business, and I don't want to fall into their footsteps.
Patricia isn't going to make financial planning some vague, abstract lesson. She's going to base it on real-life skill related to a big goal all these students share.
And Armando, I'd love you to read for us under step 1, the definition of a budget.
A budget is a sum of money set aside for use in the future.
So what's coming up in April that you're all looking forward to?
Prom, the most important night of the year for many seniors. Meet two of them, Armando and Helena.
Prom is very important to me because you only go to prom once in your lifetime.
Prom has been something I'd always been dreaming about since I was little. I've always been looking forward to it.
Can these teens afford their dream?
Okay, so the first thing to do in setting a budget, does anyone know? What would you do? What do you think?
Set money aside.
Okay, you wanna set money aside, but how much should you set aside? Any ideas?
I didn't know anything about budgeting before I came into this class. I didn't even know what it was.
It's not too early at all to set a budget for prom.
The students have to enter their estimated figures into their worksheets, which forces them to think about the relevant financial issues of their big night. Helena is pleased.
My income for this activity, right now, it's for gifts of money, I'm going to get $500, and then for my parents, another $500.
Now for those expenses.
Look down that list. We have tickets and dress or tuxedo, we have shoes, hair, nails, makeup, transportation, photos, and post-prom fun, and there could be other things. Fill in your best guess about what you think these things are going to cost for you.
Now, Armando must subtract his expenses from his income.
My total income is $583 and my total expenses is $430, and in total I'll have left over $33. It's really interesting to see how much I'm going to be wasting on just one night.
So if you're positive, what should you do? Should you just go, woo, we'll spend more money? Is senior year expensive? What other things are you going to have? Other dances?
Graduation parties.
Graduation parties? Who had negative numbers? Who had negative? How much?
Negative 780. Negative 160.
Okay.
Sorry, my total expenses is $1,780, and my income is only $1,000.
So for those of you who are negative, what can you do? What are your options? Those are your two options. Increase the income decrease the expenses, or some combination. All right, so take this back, do some more research, think about it more. I don't want to see negative numbers on this.
So what did the students learn?
I learned that I either need to get a job or cut on my expenses because what I'm expecting is just too expensive for me right now. Budgeting is very important. It gives you a better idea of what to expect.
How about if I make you do this for every event in your life? Not just for prom, but for everything you're going to do. College, a car, a home, your wedding, all those things.
The lesson hits home.
Just because I have a dream doesn't mean it's going to come true. I need to work for it.
What I learned about this exercise is that like budgeting is very important in life, and like without budgeting, like you're basically throwing away your money.
The kids get it. They're learning important lessons because of this course.
When you earn your money, you actually understand its value. You can differentiate your needs and your wants, and you really budget and you learn how to make your money work for you and how far your money can go for you.
My thinking has changed a lot because this course made me realize how different the actual world is than what it is right now. Living with your parents, always depending on your parents. Because in the real world, they're not always going to like weigh on you to get your money.
The teacher puts it this way.
I think the new thinking that the kids come away with after taking this course is that money is a tool and it's something you can put to work. And if you know how to put it to work the right way, it can be a powerful tool.
And this is why Patricia loves teaching this course.
I see the confidence that it instills in the students. They start out often with very little confidence, and just learning how to manage money and some of the tools that they get from the class empowers them and leaves them feeling that they have some control in their lives.
So what is the #1 money managing tip from these two teachers and writers on teen finance?
By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. From our favorite financial advisor, Ben Franklin.
When they're finished with school, Armando and Helena want to be business owners.
That's great, Eric. It's never too early to learn financial responsibility.
Yeah, you got